It's very exciting to be 2-0 and not feel like you've actually played your best basketball either. So I think what's really exciting about this team is that we are young and we keep showing signs of growth, and to feel like, this first time around in conference that this team is going in there and being very competitive is very promising, because historically we get better as the year goes on, and we're exuding a ton of confidence in what we're doing defensively right now. I think it's very clear what our game plan is, and I think they understand how important it is to really execute that. So minus a couple minutes in there where we kind of got uncomfortable and had way too many turnovers there, I would say we played 35 minutes of really great basketball.
Before we get to the breakaway.
What's huge right now is what Remy Davenport is doing, and she's stepping into the role that she should have been in, for a while now. But it takes a little bit your sophomore year to really kind of figure out what's the next role. But her ability to shoot it so deep and so confidently requires people to be on a scramble on her, and now she's attacking rather than just passing it up, kind of like she was the first half of the season. That's been huge. Again, we have option Caroline Hogue is in there, and she's she's scoring for us. You have other people that can hit some perimeter shots, taking the pressure off of Michaela, and hopefully having our opponents kind of rethink a little bit of the game plan, that we're not necessarily just a one-trick pony.
Yeah, I think the tougher team.
Absolutely. What we've been trying to emphasize is, don't wait for Michaela to do it. We've been waiting for her to do a lot of things, and I think we kind of got stuck staring at her. But now everybody knows they have the go-ahead in the right situations, and then it's just a plus if everybody can be, productive from their positions. I think more than anything, I think the last game when we were up big and kind of lost it wasn't more in their minds rather than our ability to break the pressure. You saw Michaela do a few plays that were completely out of the norm for her. I think they just needed a minute to understand we'll be fine. We just need to get a good feel for the game. But I think this is something that we're kind of getting out of the way, and I don't see it being the definition of how we necessarily handle pressure. But we do need to rely more on our 3s and 4s and maybe even 5s at times to help us break that pressure, given that we only have one true point. Well, huge. I mean, anybody else you'd be screaming at, don't take that. We wanted to take time off the clock, but anytime she's open, she has that confident persona about her that she's going to take that shot and give us a cushion. So I'm okay with her doing that, and she knocks it down with a lot of confidence, and that's huge. Again, our young team is looking to people to make sure that it's okay. When we go through adversity out there or a little run, who's going to calm us down? And Michaela does it with a bucket and a rebound, and Remy can do it with a 3. And I think it's more of those actions that are proving to us to calm us down rather than more of that vocal leader right now.
I kind of asked them to make that step because it does get tougher.
It is a delicate balance, because you want them to feel really confident and believe that they can get it done, but you also want them to understand the reality of these teams are going to be more athletic and physical than anything you've seen yet. But I think we're in a great position. 2-0 going against the top 3 on the road this next week and a half. We have chances to steal 1, 2, or maybe even 3. So you just have to go in with an understanding of how physical it's going to be, and you have to kind of go in fearlessly and just understand that it's an opportunity to get one from the people that have been at the top of the league for a while. All right.
I think, yes, for sure. I think we all, after that went in, we all kind of whew, we can take a little breath and then get back. But, yeah, luckily we were able to keep it under control at the end and spread it back out.
Well,
coming up right off the bat, we have South Dakota and South Dakota State, which I think are the 2 toughest places to play in the conference. So we're letting them know that, getting ready for a little bit of heckling from the fans and just big crowds, and it'll be fun to play. Hopefully we can stay composed and handle it.
2 games at 2-0 before you go out on the road.
Yeah, home games you have to win, because they come a little bit easier than the road games. So we knew it was important, and having 2 right off the bat, we had to come out and be 2-0 in conference, and it was important to us, and everyone knew that.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's a great confidence booster for us, and I think it's really going to help us going into the rest of the conference play.
What's exciting is
we kind of knew they were going to come and fly around a little bit, but I think they were a little scrappier than we all really expected compared to the rest of the game. But we handled it better than we have in the past. So.
Yeah, I feel like this is the first time really that we've had pressure at the full court, and so I think that other teams are going to look at it and see it, but then we're going to look at it too and figure out how we're going to beat that every time and work on that a little bit more in practice to prepare us a little bit for games.
more of a part of this.
Yeah, I think that was fantastic. I think everybody was happy to see that. The other girls were having some fun, getting some shots knocked down. Remy stepped up and had a big game this game, and Carol hit some big shots right at the beginning. There was just growth all around, and it was all throughout the game. I think even, like Coach said, we had a little bit of a lull, but we didn't let it go throughout the end of the game. We came back and we finished the game.
No, we've talked about it that it's really tough to play up there, but I think we're just telling everybody be excited. It's a fun atmosphere too, so I think we're going to be ready for it and excited to play.